stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. And now the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback still with the football. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing, and he'll loft it to the end zone. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49.
Yeah, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that?
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
Guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Griffin. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Defense is coming after him. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. And the Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. Offense makes their way on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game Licky moved right down the field for a touchdown. They're going to run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. They bring the punter onto the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down in the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Makes a nice move there. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. 1st and 10 play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Running with purpose.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd down after that running play. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short and see what you can do from here.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. This is the 6th play on the drive. Powering through. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
One period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? We'll try to run it with the option. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On this drive, they converted twice on 3rd down. They need 6 yards here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the offense trots back out on the field again. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Swinton. Gets into space at the 50. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw it again. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Pulls it in. It's Griffin. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
So we reach the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Winton. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. Now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some pop.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
You know, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Looking for his big tight end, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he'll just get rid of it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. And then first down, right back to the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. That picks up the first down. They'll spot it at the 39. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Always looking to throw. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the defense wraps him up. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got his man open downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Three red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. Press coverage now from the secondary. QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown Tigers. That puts them on top in the second half. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs here. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks loose at the 40. And the ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pass rush closing in. The pocket breaking down. Picks up the first and is still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Look at him run through those tacklers. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point makes the lead 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. So if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They'll run it here. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. They'll test the right side here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here's the 2nd down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
And they'll kick it away here. And the punt heads out of bounds. Excellent work. They'll spot this down near the 5-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbound.
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands and work his magic.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense. First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. And they'll use the ground game here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Off play action. He's looking to throw.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Couldn't find anybody open, and just has to throw it away.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense operating from the pistol. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Here's a point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Good enough for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they get him down after the completion. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
The intended throw is incomplete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.